We have a voicemail number. That number is 219-2-DAVID-P. We've been talking a lot about the mental health crisis in the United States. Here's a caller suggesting maybe one element of it. Take a listen to this.
Hello, I just have one quick question. You spend a lot of time talking about widespread mental illness in our country.
Yes.
And I'm wondering how much you think that has to do with lead in the water, just from our basically old lead line services and such.
Yep. This is not a wild conspiracy theory. You all know that I am very quick to say, hey, this is a conspiracy theory. That's a conspiracy theory. There's no evidence. There is evidence linking lead exposure, especially in childhood, to mental health issues later in life. There are studies that show that if you're exposed to lead early in life, you can have reduced cognitive function, behavioral issues in children. It extends into adulthood. It can manifest as mental illness. The mechanism that we believe is the one through which this happens is that lead impacts the NMDA receptor in the brain, which affects development, learning, and cognitive function. When that receptor is damaged by lead exposure, it then leads to these problems that in adulthood manifest as mental illness. In childhood, they can manifest as behavioral issues. And so that's a real thing. Now, the next question is, do we still have lead pipes? There is still some lead in our water systems. The EPA is working to get rid of it, but there are an estimated, the number I found is 9 million. It might be a smaller number by now, but there are millions of lead service lines. So in your home, presumably, there's no more lead, but some of the service lines do have lead. And part of Joe Biden's infrastructure bill actually puts in $15 billion to remove these lead service lines, which is an important thing. So this is important. If you're worried about this, I recently read something about how despite there being lots of municipal water systems that are lead free, somewhere in there could still be lead. And so I bought these water testing strips. You stick it in the water for 5 seconds and take it out, and then you match up colors. And it was great to see that there is no lead in my water system. But if anybody's curious about this, you can test this super cheap. I think a pack of like 100 of these test strips was under $5 or something like that. So just do it. Figure out whether there is lead, and if there is, it's something that you can deal with. We've got a great bonus show for you today. And by the way, lead service lines are not the reason for mental illness in the United States. The caller is simply not wrong that is something that is still an issue in the United States. We've got a great bonus show for you today. Sign up at joinpacman.com. Look forward to seeing you then.